season again. Early voting starts Tuesday. So Monday is a holiday. Early voting starts Tuesday. And your early voting locations are 7th Street Church of Christ in West Memphis and Tabernacle Church of God in Marion. So you can early vote Tuesday through Friday from 8 to 6, on Saturdays from 10 to 4, and then on the day before Election Day, which is Monday, March 2nd, and that's from 8 to 5. Election Day is Tuesday, March 3rd. We've got quite a few people on the ballot, but there are sample ballots in the hallway. So you'll see your governor, all of that. You got Democratic candidates and Republican candidates. You choose what you want to do with it. But some of our local elections, we have the Crittenden County Judge, we have Judge Woody Wheelis, and we have our own Brother Ricky McCauley. So again, we're not telling you who to vote for. You do what you want to do with that. But let me clarify that a county judge is not an attorney. It's not a judge. A county judge is basically the county administrator. Some people call it a county mayor. Some people call it a county administrator. They oversee the daily administrations of the county and the road department. So it's not a judge. It's not a lawyer. It's pretty much an administrator. So we have those folks that are on the ballot. We have Crittenden County Circuit Clerk, and we have Ms. Deshelle Carter, and we have Egypt Pickle. I don't know if you know any of those ladies. You have Constable, who's Demetrius Taylor versus Eddie West. You have your state reps, and they will be taking the spot that is currently being held by Jesse Magruder. And on that ballot, you have Audrey P. Willis, and this is if you're a Democrat. You have Audrey P. Willis, you have Councilman Demetrius Johnson from Earl, you have Joyce Ann Gray, you have Ms. Sherry Holloman, and you have Willie Williams. You also have another constable, Mississippi County box, that's Demetrius Traylor, Eddie West, I said that one already, I'm sorry. And then you have Justice of the Peace, District 9, you have Kenneth Cross, you have Steve Johnson. You have some folks who are not opposed. You'll see those on your sample ballot as well. You have some judicial candidates. They are not Democrat or Republican. You have the State Supreme Court, Justice Nick Brownie, John Adams, and then you have some of your local circuit judges, and those are the judges that handle divorces, custodies, criminal cases, things like that. They sit in the big courthouse in Marion. You have Andrew Nasdam versus Judge Doug Brimhall, Curtis Hitt, that's one seat. And then you have another seat, that's Brian Miles versus Luther Suter versus Judge Skip Mooney. So if you're in West Memphis School District Zone 5, you have Billy Toman versus Orval McClure. And if you're in the Marion School Board Zone 6, you have Leslie Pace, Dr. Topeka Small Singleton, and Tamika Tolbert. There's a website that you can go to see where you voted if you wait until Election Day. And that website is voterview.ar-nova.org. But if you want to know today, I will be in the conference room. You can just come in, give me your name, your birthday, and I'll tell you where you go on Election Day. But if you want to early vote, you go to the church in West Memphis or the church in Marion. And if you have any other questions other than who to vote for, I'll be in the conference room to help you. Okay. Y'all have a blessed day. Thank you. Whatever you want to call yourself or however you identify. If you would like to vote for county judge, that is our own Ricky McCauley versus Mr. Wheelis, you have to pull a Democratic ballot. If you want to vote for circuit clerk, which is Deshelle Carter, I believe she's first lady at I forgot the name of the church, against Egypt Pickle, you have to pull a Democratic ballot. If you live in the right district and you want to vote for those 5 people that are running for the seat that Magruder has, Magruder is running for another seat. So he'll be vacating that seat. But if you want to vote for one of those 5 people, I think that's Willie Williams, Joyce Ann Gray, Demetrius Johnson, and 2 other folks, you have to pull a Democratic ballot. You can identify as a Republican, but on that day, if you want to vote for either of those folks, you have to pull a Democratic ballot. Okay, thank you.
Question.
Yes, sir.
How do I pull a Democratic ballot?
When you go in and you present your ID, please take your ID. When you go in and present your ID, tell them that you want to vote Democrat. If you say that you are independent and you don't want to vote along either party lines, none of those folks will be on your ballot. You will just be voting for judge. So just tell the folks that are at the location that you want to vote Democrat and pull a Democratic ballot.
Want to pull a Democratic ballot.
Yes, sir.
Amen.